pretty spooky, right? Now, I have never seen the movie Crimson Peak. It's a movie that kind of just went under my radar, and I am a modern man, and it's a modern horror movie, and a modern ghost movie. So I was interested when I heard that Arrow was going to be putting out a nice fancy deluxe 4K of the movie. I said, that's something I'm going to need to get. And I'm not super familiar with the film work of Guillermo Del Toro like many people might be. But I thought, I'll give it a chance. It could be cool. It's got like Loki in it, and I figured like if I get like a chick over, like it's something to kind of pop in, like I can ignore it. But I know chicks are very entranced by Loki, so it seemed like an easy win-win to acquire for me. And again, this is a beautiful box. And it comes with all the staples of what you would expect from Arrow. You've got a book in there that you're never gonna read, but it's filled with a lot of pictures, a lot of wasted words too, but a lot of pictures. You've got like all these like art cards with like the main cast members, both the chicks, both the dudes, especially Loki, only name in here I could tell you is Loki himself. And of course, comes with poster, and it has like two like double-sided things and everything. But I'm just gonna tell you straight up, this movie freaked me out, but not in the way you're anticipating it did. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Steve, did you really get scared by like a ghost movie? And I didn't, because there's something freakier in this movie than any ghost. And I'm just going to tell you, consider this a spoiler warning if you haven't seen the movie. But this movie is like really pervy, but not like in a good way. It's not like in a, oh, look at all these naked chicks frolicking around and them getting like whipped with towels, or like a porno kind of pervy. Like, that's a good kind of pervy. This is like kind of like a pervy like that you don't really want anything to do with. And what I'm referring to as like, there's like incest in this movie, and it's like a focal point. Like, that's what the movie's really about. Like, there's like barely any ghosts. It's not like the Conjuring movies where there's just like a ghost a minute. There's like a couple scenes with ghosts. It's mostly Loki trying to like hook up with his sister. And I know there's like people out there that fetishize that kind of thing, but like, that's not something that like people should be talking about. And I don't even really like the whole like stepsister, stepbrother thing. I even think that's like a little weird. And they're not even related. But in this movie, like, it's literally like the brother and sister like have a big horny relationship. And that's just disgusting. Like, I don't know if like Guillermo, Del Toro, like, if he just didn't realize because he's not like an American speaking man. Like, I don't know if he just didn't realize what he was filming, or if he has like a secret fetish of this. But I thought this was really inappropriate. And like, I was just like, I can't put this in with like chicks around. Like, I can't even like really let people know I have this movie. They're just gonna think I'm like a freak. This is like a movie that should have just been banned. And maybe that's why Arrow put it out, because the studio was probably so ashamed of like the nature of this movie that they're just like, what else do we do with it? It's just a slow, boring movie about incest. That's not something people need to know about. That's not something people need to see. That's not cool. But yeah, it's just like, if you're someone out there, and you find your dad attractive, you find your mom attractive, you find your brother attractive, your sister attractive, even your cousins attractive, you need to like look in the mirror and just rethink your life, and just go, I can't tell anyone about these feelings. I need to suppress them as much as possible. Otherwise, I'm just going to be like a freak in society. because this is just ridiculous. But yeah, I can't, I don't know. I can't. It's a beautiful box. It's a beautiful box for a really messed up movie. I kind of regret buying it. I wish I had known what I was getting into. I thought I was just, in for a nice spooky time, and I have been thoroughly disappointed. I feel like my mind and heart have been wrecked. I can't even believe, Loki himself, agreed to this. It's even, weirder than, if him and Thor hooked up, because at least, again, it's like a step brother situation, It's just not that there's anything wrong with them hooking up because they're two guys, but it's just they're still got that brother bond. It's just once you have that, you're not really supposed to have sex with that person. It's just wrong. So I don't know. Comment down below. Have you guys seen this movie? Did it traumatize you as much as it has traumatized me? Do you think that this is going to be something that's going to be worth $1 million because Arrow is going to have to bury the fact that they released it? I think so. So that's why I'm hanging on to it. I'm just going to probably tuck it away in the vault, not let anyone know I have it. But definitely don't put this on when chicks are nearby, because it's an anti-chick magnet. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and make sure you like and subscribe.